Alright, so this is the double yarn weaving technique. Very similar to the single yarn weaving technique that you're working on right now. Only difference is that you're going to use 2 pieces of yarn instead of 1. So what you're going to need is making sure that both of your yarn are about at the same length. So when you cut your 2 pieces, just make sure you measure it up and that they're pretty close. They don't have to be exact, but pretty close at the same length. And when you are tying your knot, making sure that you tie both the yarn together, so you can either slide both of those strings right through and then tie it, or sometimes it's easier to kind of bunch it up like this and then just shove it right through, and then still go ahead and tie it as you would 1 piece of yarn. Alright, and then you're just going to go ahead and weave away. The reason we do this, it kind of creates a cool, you can mix different colors together to make your weave look a little more unique. It also will thicken your weave quicker. So kind of working your way down the loom, it'll just make your weave look a little more thicker and a little more, have a little more variety of colors there. So over, under, over, under. Same type of technique. One thing I want to show you is just making sure that you're pulling both of the strings through, and mine are pretty close to the same size, but just make sure that both of the sizes are right on the end. If one of yours is really long, just leave it and just make sure that they're both right, hanging out right there. And then keep going with your weave. And pulling it all the way through. One thing you can kind of notice is that your weave, your yarn might actually kind of twist. And if you like that twist in there, that might be something you might want to kind of add. Otherwise, you might have to adjust if you still kind of want that. I have like a purple-green pattern going, so I might have to kind of change my yarn a little bit if I want to stick to that purple green, purple green, purple green. Or I continue with the twist. Kind of up to you. I'm not going to make this video too long for you. So kind of playing around with it. Okay. And then I'm about the length I untie. And then finger weave the rest of my yarn through. Just a reminder, if you have this much, then you definitely need to finger weave your yarn. Even if you have just a little bit, try just to finger weave it through. It makes your weave stronger, makes it look cleaner. I'm even going to go back and finger weave this stuff right here. You can always push this down. I'm moving my weave all over, but I can even finger weave this little part through too before I squish it all up to the top. Just tucking it in and kind of having it tuck behind all the strings so it hangs out behind your weave. Okay. Alright, so that's the double yarn weave technique. You can try it if you want.